Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. Dallas Collecticon. It's this weekend. That's what we're going to talk about today. Absolutely can't believe it came so quick. Seems like I was just at Orlando. But yeah, it's going to be a very exciting weekend. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm bringing, some of my inventory. I'm going to discuss some other things that I recently did as well. And yeah, we're gonna walk through. I don't have all my inventory on hand. Part of that relates to the fact that I emptied my PWCC vault. I think I've been teasing that and talking about that for quite a while. My big goal for 2023 is to level up on eBay. So selling things through PWCC and keeping things in the vault just don't really fit well with that. But anyways, let's get over to the desk cam. I'll show you a little bit of the inventory I do have on hand that I'm bringing, and then we'll go to my PWCC vault and we'll look at some of the shipping requests that I've made that I will have in time. You know you gotta have your label printer. I like these labels a lot better than the Amazon special labels. I mean, this did come from Amazon too, but the grocery store type pricing guns. I strongly prefer these, so I'm sticking with them. $700 base heavies. They've been selling quick. I only have 6 left. So yeah, those hopefully I'll have some left. I mean, it's a good problem to have if I can't keep inventory in stock to take to the convention, but as of now the boxes have sold out heavy wise, and I have sold 2 of my fossil heavies. There's the pricing, $550 for fossil first. Hollow guarantee if you open it in front of me. There has been from this pulled a Lapras and a Gengar that I pulled for Wolfie this week on Instagram. Well, this week that I'm recording, last week while you're watching this. I've sold all 6 of these shipped sealed, so I have no idea what's been pulled. I think, as far as I understand, I think they're all keeping them sealed for the time being. So I have no information on what's been pulled from this box. Nothing has been opened yet from this box. So yeah, that's kind of me. That's my brand at conventions. I like to be the WOTC pack guy. Further than that, I do have some Topps packs coming in that should be here in time. I can't make any promises, but I should have Topps Chrome Series 1. I should also have Topps Series 2 and Topps Series 3. So those are pretty exciting. Just some slabs. These are new slabs that just came in. I have a couple PSA returns. I'm not one to check the pizza tracker. I swear. I almost never check it. I tell people to not check it. I checked it this week just because I wanted to see if there were any prospects of me getting another sub back. I do have a couple subs out with quite a few Champions Festivals. These cards have been doing big things recently. These are the 2022 that came back recently, along with my Moonbreon. I might bring Moonbreon and just throw kind of a silly price on it. I'm not looking to sell it immediately. Kind of want to hang on to it for a little bit, see what happens with it. It's just one of those things. But anyways, yeah, I will have these 2 cards. New, fresh inventory with the new labeling. I just wanted to show it side by side with some of the cards that I brought to Orlando. I do overall like the way that printing out on my 4x6 Dymo label printer, the same one I print my eBay labels, I like how much bigger it is. I still need to look into if there's a larger size. That's big enough. That's plenty big though. I think that'll be fine. I probably will take these out of their sleeves, put them in new sleeves, and do like just so they're all universal, labeled the same way. So I am bringing some of my leftover inventory from Orlando. This is not all of the leftover inventory I'm bringing. I'm going to bring more than this. But overall, if I had to guess, I'll probably be around 200 slabs. I'm primarily targeting things, as you can see, in the mid to higher end range. I will have a lot of $1 to $500 slabs as well. These ones slanted pretty heavy towards the upper middle or lower high end, I guess. But other than that, got a couple more piles here to show you. I'm gonna bring some oddities. I just really want to see like if I get any commentary on them. These are things that I showed off a little while back. They've been on my eBay. I sold, which ones did I sell? I sold the Gengar line for, I want to say, $450 or $400 on eBay. I still have the Alakazam line, which probably stands out as the most popular. I have the Pidgeot line. All the less popular ones are listed at $250 on eBay, and some have sold around $200 on eBay. And then the more popular I have listed at $500, and I had the Gengar sell for $400 or $450. Brad G cards, I haven't forgotten. I know you want your Pidgeot line. I believe it's the or maybe it's the Beedrill line. It's one of those 2 lines. But I will bring that. I will delist these from eBay before I bring them. Bringing some different things, seeing what goes on. I do have, this is only one of them right now. These were pulled out of tins, but I have 1 through 5, a little bit of quantity. There's a Charizard one. There's a few different ones, so I will have just those little tops, oddities, niche things. I'm gonna bring some sealed ancient muse. There, anything that I bring raw, especially Pokemon, is going to be not gradable. So it's likely going to have a little corner issue. If someone asks about it, I'll point it out, but they will be there that they can handle. They can look through it by themselves. Likely CGC 8, CGC 8.5, PSA 6. I mean, PSA 6 or PSA 10. If it's a faint enough dent, sometimes they miss it. And got these sealed Chinese promos. You'll see some of the things that I've been grading recently, and I've got ones that aren't really gradable. So yeah, the PSA 10 liquidity. I have a couple of these in PSA 10 that I probably will bring just to draw attention to. And I mean, if people want to pay 2.25 cash, they'll get them, because I've been moving. I just sold one for 268 today on eBay with a promotion going on. So yeah, some raw cards. I'm interested. If and when people start like taking them out and looking really close, I'll just let people know, like, hey, I grade Pokemon cards. My raw Pokemon is not going to be gradable. That's just what it's going to be at the end of the day. Uh, if someone wants to go through my Metazoo, I am going to bring some raw Metazoo. Metazoo graded did not do well at previous conventions, but I do have the complete native 19. I have quantity on all of these. I'm going to be bringing an entire like 1,000 count box. I don't have 1,000 of just native 19 hits, but I have hundreds of them. I've opened 10,000 packs, so it's not going to come out this coming Saturday while I'm at Dallas Collecticon. It will probably come out the following Saturday. I have opened over the past few weeks 10,000 packs of native. So kind of a teaser for an upcoming Metazoo video. I just haven't had the time to squeeze it in. The day before I record this, I'm doing a Zoom presentation on all different TCGs and their sales volumes on eBay for the Pokenomics Patreon. And between that and prepping for Dallas and everything else going on, and then ripping 10,000 packs of native, I haven't had the time to put together the spreadsheet and put together the video. But yeah, I will have quantity on all these. I'm interested to see. Metazoo graded did not do well. I do have a bunch of the spellbook, the hollow auras, which are kind of like blinged out energies, basically, for you Pokemon folks that don't know what they are. Then I've got some just quantity of some different more playable promos, or just more better looking promos. I did sell a decent bit, not a crazy amount, but a decent bit of raw Metazoo in Denver, but I didn't bring any in Orlando. I just bought graded, and it didn't do well in Orlando. So yeah, Pokemon I'm going graded, and I'm going packs, because I've just been killing it. I killed it in Orlando. Denver, I've been doing really well with those. And then Metazoo, I'm gonna try out raw and see how it goes. I'll probably present them in a binder, and I'll have prices on each. As you can see right here, I don't have pricing on them yet. Most Piazza Bird I've been selling for 150 on eBay. A lot of the Fusion Auras, the Magma Fusion, over 200 on eBay. A lot of the other fusions, right around 80 to 100. And then a lot of the other native 19 that are non-Piazza Bird. I mean, Wendigo's around 80. A lot of the other ones are in the 30 to 50 range. So I'll be interested to see if they sell for cash sales at all. If people want to look through them for gradable, I will allow them to. I'm not currently grading Metazoo. I know I've tried that out. I'll talk about that more in my Metazoo video, but I tried that out with UFO and Seance, and they started out fine, but the sales volume has really slowed down. So raw sales have been amazing. Again, more to come in the Metazoo video. But anyways, just some random things that I talk about. I mean, having your card supplies. We are card sellers. Having your penny sleeves, your card savers. People are going to be ripping packs. I need to be ready to sleeve. Hopefully their Charizard, their Blastoise. Hopefully their first 2 packs out of Fossil. I pulled Lapras and Gengar. I will give full disclosure to anyone who asks what's been pulled. It might make it harder to sell packs because 2 of the better hitters have been pulled. Dragonite could still be there. There could still be Lapras, Gengar. You can get duplicates out of a box. But yeah, I've mentioned it before. Some of the things that I recommend people bring: heavy packs if they want to see that they're heavy, if they want to take them away sealed. Very, very heavy boxes that I bought, 21.5 plus grams for the heavies. Earbuds, just things like that. Battery packs. I've got a few-year-old phone that does not last long. I want to listen to podcasts on the plane. I've multiple times I've ended up having to spend $10 on a crappy pair of earbuds in an airport. So pen to write down all my sales, even though I'll forget a little bit in. But yeah, just some of the things that I always try to remember to bring that I don't want to forget about. I've got my Zion slab case that I'll be transporting my inventory in. Another thing that I showed off in a recent live that I kind of forgot I bought 6 months ago in a collection, 6 months-ish ago. Part of the thinking behind this is it will be like a visual draw. It will be, wow, look, you don't see that too often. It's a fairly valuable thing too. But part of it is like my concern with selling it on eBay. A little bit concerned, like given its source, given how it looks, how it feels. I have extremely high confidence that this is a legitimate product. But given its value, selling it on eBay, if someone were to claim that it was tampered with or something, it could just be a massive headache. So looking at doing like a cash sale for a decent price, lowering my risk of any issue, buyer can have it in hand, do their authenticity checks, whatever they want to do. It'll be interesting to see if this sells there. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a go there, and if it doesn't sell, I'll pop it on eBay at the end of the day. Not a big deal. One thing, I don't really have any visual way to show it. I will talk about this book in a minute, but let me pause quickly. Yeah, I just wanted to show this really quickly for anyone who didn't see my prior videos, for anyone who's not seen my convention setup before. I rent 2 cases for my table. I will have 1 table in Dallas as I had in Orlando. I went horizontal with the cases before, leaving some room in front to have the business card set up. What a lot of people do, I mean, kind of maybe 50-50. Some people go horizontal with their cases, it fills out the whole table. If you go vertical with the cases, you actually can fit just as many cards. It sticks off the end of the table. You just pull it so it sticks off the back end of the table towards you. And then in the middle, you have a gap. So what I'll put in the middle, I'll put the Metazoo binder with the pricing on one of each Metazoo card that I have. The Moonbryon, or not the Moonbryon, the Celebrations Classic Collection Umbreon Gold Star, the Charizard, basically all the raw singles I have. These are all the ones I have available, quantity available if you want them, and then the price on each. So I'll have a binder sitting in the middle. I'll talk about this book in a minute. But yeah, I did also ship down. I shipped down a bunch of packs. So I'm not showing them off right now. Ultra modern packs. I'm going to have Crown Zenith, I'm going to have Scarlet Violet, and Celebrations. I stuck with 3 sets just to go with like the heavier hitters that I think will do better. Just have deeper quantity instead of less variety, just so it's a little bit easier for me uh, to not have so many different SKUs, I guess, not have so many different individual items. But yeah, I think doing the vertical cases, having the space in between to put my business cards, I will also hopefully have stickers. I procrastinated and I ordered them a little bit late, but I will have business cards and stickers to give out. I've not done stickers before. I know Nick does them. A lot of people do them and they do well. It's good to just put the branding out there, right? Have people advertising you and your brand for free. So in the middle, we'll go the business cards and the stickers. I'll probably try to run an iron over the tablecloth. Hopefully I don't wreck it, but look at how that thing looks like trash having been folded in my luggage. So yeah, I'll probably try to run an iron over that so that it looks a little bit more presentable for the next convention. But yeah, let me close that out. This is another thing. If someone wants to buy it, I'll probably price it kind of high. These books are fairly valuable. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what this is, it's called the Silver Bible. It's been dubbed, I believe it's called the Pokemon Official Book or something. Pokemon 2000 Official Book. I can't read Japanese, but it says something along those lines. It basically has every card that was released 1995, 1996 through 2000, 2001, whenever exactly this book was made. I would guess 2000, 2001 because it says 2000 on it. It's got a lot of all the set cards. It's got all the high-end trophy cards. Just a cool thing. I mean, I'll bring it to like the trade nights if people want to flip through it, look at it. I think a lot of people have heard this book talked about, but not a lot of people have actually held it in hand and gotten to flip through. And it's a cool thing if people want to check it out. If someone wants to ultimately buy it at the end, so I don't have to take it back home. But yeah, it's you can see you got everything all the way to the illustrator. You got the grand party right by it. You got the big high end trophy cards there. Then you got the Masakis and again, just a cool little thing I'll bring. I'll probably throw a price tag on it in case someone wants to take it. It'll be a little bit high, but it will be within the realm of what they actually go for. Uh, Other than that, I think I have everything. I have a list in front of me. What else do I have written down? I talked about the Topps packs that I bought. The Topps packs are going to be cutting it close. The stickers are going to be cutting it close. We'll see if it pans out, but yeah, procrastinating as usual, ripping all those packs of native had me bringing things to the last minute. Other than that, I think it's time to go to PWCC. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to talk about. We have a section pretty far in the back, and when I say we, I have the spreadsheet pulled up right here. Nick, Old School Pokemon, booked the section. Shout out to Nick. He's always the guy booking the section, and moving ahead, I will book a second section at every Collecticon I go to. I think we will always have the ability to fill out more than one section. We only did one for this. We filled out 2 in Orlando. We're probably gonna do like 4 for Charlotte. They just did 2 for Long Beach was recently booked, and Swami ran one, and Nick Old School is running one. So in our section, we have only one section, unfortunately. Nick, Pokey Martin, me, Peak Dat Chew, Retro, and Jake is on here, but Jake is actually not going anymore. So I don't know who filled in for his. I think his table might have gone to Ray and Brad, Ray and Lazy, and then there's also Brad G, the Zard Hunter. So yeah, that's the group of guys. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but potentially Rock Pokemon will be there as well. Old Card Shop will be there as well. Not within our section. I believe they got tables with other people in other sections. But yeah, those are some of the people. Check out my Instagram. Go follow me over there if you haven't yet. I'll probably talk about it in my live stream. Either Wednesday I'll be going live because we'll have Poke Flips on Thursday. So yeah, I don't know the section number off the top of my head. I don't know it for the benefit of this video, but I will post it on Instagram. I will do a story that weekend. I will talk about it leading up. We're pretty far in the back. We booked Dallas a little bit late. We only got one section. We procrastinated. It's in the back. We'll see how it goes. I'm very interested to see how it goes because we had our prime location. We had a very prime location for Orlando, and we're going to do our best to, like, the hour that it goes live, we're going to be booking our sections moving ahead. Tables fill up super quick. I think Long Beach sold out in a day. Orlando and Dallas both sold out within a matter of a couple days, less than a week. So yeah, anyways, on to my PWCC shipment. I have some absolute bangers in here. A lot of this is what I used to deem my personal collection. Back when I got into the hobby, one of my first goals was PSA 9 everything. Starting with PSA 9 WOTC, and then I branched it out to Legends and Gold Stars and EXs and all those things like that. A lot of the first things to go were the Gold Stars and the Legends and the Primes and the old school EXs, and a lot of that got sold in 2020. Some slightly pre-boom, which was unfortunate, but I've talked about. A lot of the WOTC stuff I unfortunately didn't sell during the. I sold my Shadowless set. I sold my Base Unlimited. I sold my Fossil Jungle Rocket. I sold some of the ones that I knew were easier to get back. I didn't sell the Neos. I didn't sell the Expeditions, the e-reader eras. So that's largely what's here. So what you see is, you can see selected items 50. I had a few hundred items in my PWCC vault, but there was a lot of value. I didn't want to pull it out all in one shipment. So I did the 50 highest value. And they're not sorted by value. I don't know what they're sorted by exactly, but anyways, they're not sorted by value. But this is some of the inventory. I'm not necessarily going to bring all of it. Some of this stuff I don't want to sell at current market prices. But, oh, you can see right there what, I'm glad that didn't show my address or anything. But yeah, you can see that it's been fulfilled. This stuff should be to me by Monday. I think they're shipping this like next day air. So this is already to me by the time you're watching this video. But yeah, you can see Shining PSA 9 Charizard. You can see PSA 9 base set first edition. I did sell some of this out of the vault. I no longer have a PSA 9 base first Charizard. I no longer have, but I do have like the Crystal Charizard. You can see all the crystals. You can see the Shinings. I didn't get into selling any of those type of ones, the Neo era or the e-reader era. I basically sold during the boom the ones that I knew were more easier to get. And Jungle, Base Unlimited, Base Shadowless, those ones fell the worst. In hindsight, I should have clicked send all to auction at the peak. I would have gained 6 figures more than I will get when I ultimately sell these. But one thing I also need to do, not that it's gone well in the past, there might be slab optimization to be had. You can see a lot of these are 2 certs. Some of them are 4 certs. 4 certs are better than 2 certs. 7 certs are better than 6 certs are better than 5. Every newest cert, ultra modern certs are always the best, right? I'm telling you though, when I sent these off, some of these 2 certs are super clean. Some of these 4 certs are super clean. A lot of these are the ones that I pack pulled when I was completing my goal of opening every box. So some of these will be looked at. Some of these might go to BGS for BGS 9.5s. Some might go to PSA, trying for a PSA 10. But at the end of the day, like, some of them are probably going to be brought, like, especially like a PSA 10 staff Charizard from Vivid Voltage. Some of these will be brought to Collecticon. If it's there, it's likely not one that has an opportunity to go to a 10. So I'm gonna not sell any like absolute crazy chances at like a PSA 10, because cards like this, I mean, a $2,000 PSA 9 Crystal Lugia from Aquapolis, that's probably a $6,000-7,000 PSA 10. I mean, if there's a chance, if the EV looks positive on cracking some of these out and sending them, I will. I mean, that's a several $1,000 card in PSA 10. So I'll have to take a look for optimization. But if not, some of these will be there. Some of these would be like, again, relative to what I sell ultra modern cards for. Some of these would be painful to sell for what they're going for. But at the end of the day, the market's the market. And this is, I mean, I have 6 figures worth of inventory that is coming back to me from the PWCC vault. That's just been, it's tied up capital. It's not doing anything for my business. I held it longer than I should have. I should have sold it at the peak. Obviously everything should be sold at its peak and blah blah. Like you can't look back. I'm not like regretting having done this, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's time to get these out, and it's time to allow these to insert more cash into my business, more cash flow into my business. I'm not gonna fire sell them by any means. I'm not gonna go super aggressive, 70% low, below last sold eBay auction. But yeah, these will be, I think, some interesting, exciting inventory for Dallas. Let me know in the comments below. Several things. If you're going to Dallas, let me know. Make sure you stop by. I will announce my section, as I said, on Instagram as the week approaches. I still have time. I will be live this week on Wednesday, as I said, live with Pokeflips on Thursday. If you have any suggestions for further inventory you'd like me to bring, especially if you're going, if you see anything on my eBay that you want, I will be delisting things throughout the week as I pack them in my Zion case to take. But yeah, feel free to suggest inventory. Feel free to suggest things that I might be forgetting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered. I lost my note sheet, but I think I covered it all. I'll have a little bit of raw, which is kind of the new thing. A little bit of oddities, niche stuff like the tops. Trying a couple new things, but then also sticking with like my bread and butter. Sticking with the heavy pack. Sticking with the Pokemon graded that's done very well. I will also be bringing, oh yeah, that's one video I wanted to shout out, self promotion for my future upcoming videos. 2 weeks from probably a week from this Saturday, so when I get back from Dallas, I will make that 10,000 pack native video, but I also will probably the Monday I'm getting back from Dallas, you'll see the video go live of the non-Pokemon binder collection that I bought, the $25,000 non-binder. I've pretty much gotten back to where I'm just about broken even. Once I hopefully make some sales in Dallas, I might have more than broken even, even accounting for grading fees and all that. So yeah, that collection will go down as one of the top 5 collections I've ever bought, if not the single best or top 3. But yeah, I will do a recap video. Every sale that I've made from that convention, including some I made at Orlando, a lot of the highlights of grades that I made, a lot of the highlights of big sales that I made. That's a video that a lot of people have been asking about since I bought the collection in the late fall, early winter. It was like November timeframe maybe. So yeah, I guess late fall. But a lot of people have been asking about the status of that collection buy and where I'm at. And I'm happy to say that about 4 or 5 months later, I've just about extracted out all my money. And I have a lot left to sell. I have a submission still at BGS, but I'll talk about that more in that video. That will come out a week from today. While I will be back home, but I will not have the time to record and upload a video. So I will be recording it ahead of time sometime this week. But yeah, that's everything. I kept it under 25 minutes. So for me, that's doing pretty well. My last 2 videos were under 10 minutes each. So I had to step it up a little bit and go over 20 minutes. But yeah, all the normal things, like subscribe if you like the video. All the affiliate links are below. Link to my website if you want to know where I bought my my label printer. If you want to know where I buy any of my other supplies, there is a tab on my website called items I use or things I buy, and those are all affiliate links to my various stream equipment, packing equipment, things like that. But yeah, that's everything for today. As always, I appreciate you all watching. I hope to catch you all in Dallas.